What is up, home workout and bodyweight exercise fans? In today's video, I'm going to talk about why intermittent fasting isn't the best diet to gain muscle, especially for hard gainers. So I just had my workout. I'm getting ready to go for my post-workout walk, and Captain Jack here is chilling, having his beer as usual. I'm trying to get him in a more clean eating diet, but I'm not succeeding. Anyway, that's another topic. So back to our topic. I found that intermittent fasting is such an awesome diet if you've gained a lot of muscle mass, and if you're doing strength training at least 3 times a week. It's so easy, once you get down to those low fat levels between 10 to 12%, once you have a good ratio of muscle to fat, it's really easy to maintain that, with intermittent fasting. Like, I really love this diet. It has helped me so much to enjoy food, to be productive during my fast, and it generally makes my lifestyle so much easier. But I've realized that lately, since I'm constantly trying to gain weight for my Wolverine challenge, that it's not helping me with that goal. So what happens is I feel so satiated during the day that in the end of the day I haven't reached my caloric surplus, and what I do to compensate with that is I eat a lot of junk. So like being between 10 and 20% of having 10 to 20% of junk food calories during your day is a number that I'm okay with, but going above 20% isn't something I recommend. It's good to get more than 80% of your calories from clean foods. If you want to gain muscle mass, if you want to do everything right, if you want to make sure you're getting enough protein. So what happened with intermittent fasting is I didn't reach my caloric surplus in the end of the day, and I compensated with eating too much junk food, which I, didn't like. I wasn't overdoing it, but some days I was a little bit above 20%, and I'm not a big fan of that. I believe in a flexible diet, but not overdoing it, always staying above 80% of clean eating calories, even in a bulk. If you're doing a cut, I would recommend 10% or even 5%, depends on the person. But anyway, what I'm doing now is I'm having breakfast again. Although, I'd rather fast, because I love fasting so much, but the goal is to gain that muscle mass. And what I do is I just have some oatmeal in the morning. Just some plain oatmeal cooked with some water and about 50 to 100 ml of low-fat milk, just for that extra taste, and a scoop of protein. So this is my broad meal, breakfast as I call it. Some people don't like oatmeal, but once you learn to cook it the proper way, if you add some good tasting whey protein and half a teaspoon of honey, which is how I cook it, it can taste pretty awesome. Some other stuff I have with my oatmeal are seeds, bananas and all that, but because I like to get that meal digested fast, because after my about 2 to 2.5 hours after my breakfast I'll be training, I just eat it pretty plain so it digests as fast, and I feel, and my stomach doesn't feel that it's still digesting while I'm training. So that's a little thing I've changed recently. I'll be eating breakfast until I hit my goals. I would say I want to gain another 1.5 to 2 kilos. That's 4 pounds for you Americans. That's it. If you're a hard gainer, if you want to gain mass, and you can't get enough of clean calories, if intermittent fasting is making your getting your proper calories in more difficult, then it's not the appropriate diet. It doesn't mean that it's a bad diet, and for some people it might even work on a caloric surplus, but in my case, I would say having three, starting with breakfast, you know, and having three good meals during the day. One in the morning, one around noon, and one in the ending of the day. Maybe a snack like some fruits and nuts is the best way to go with getting some muscle mass. That was all. Let me know if you liked today's video. What are your tips for gaining muscle mass? What else would you like to hear? Would you want to learn how I cook my awesome broth meal? You know, because it needs, if you just throw the scoop of oatmeal, of protein in your oatmeal while you're cooking it, it's going to like make little bowls. I don't know what's the cooking term. You have to cook it properly, you know, you have to add the oatmeal after you take, you have to add the whey protein after you take the oatmeal off the stove. Anyway, that's for another video. I'll make one if you're interested in that, and I'll next time keep on training.